I wanted to make a video on what is intuitive eating and how do you do it, or how do I do it as well. I feel like I don't do it perfectly as the definition says, but I do it with my own little spin, so I wanted to show you that. But I first want to talk about what the definition and the overall idea of intuitive eating is. Intuitive eating is an approach that teaches you how to create a healthy relationship with your food, mind, and body, where you ultimately become the expert of your own body. You learn how to distinguish between physical and emotional feelings and gain a sense of body wisdom. Simplified terms, it's understanding your own body, knowing what you want, eating what you want within reason, eating till you're satisfied, not overstuffing, not undereating, listening to your inner body cues, inner body hunger cues, trusting your body in telling you when you're hungry and telling you when you're starting to get full. Eating is there to fuel you, eating is there to make you feel happy, but eating isn't there for you to use as like a coping mechanism for anything, or as a distractor, or as a stress reliever or anything. It's like mindful eating, being aware of what you're eating and how your body feels when you're eating. It's living in a way with like no restrictions, not dieting. It's just you're living like how you lived when you were a child or out of the womb. Hungry you cry, and when you're full you're done. And that's intuitive eating, I guess, is the actual definition as the book would give it. Or I've heard that this is the best edition. It's like the most updated. So if you haven't read it yet, truly you need to read this. It's a life changer. Well, how do you do intuitive eating? Now, it's important to know that intuitive eating is not a diet. It's not a way to lose weight. It's not a 3-week, 2-week program. It's a lifestyle, and you can't go into it thinking that it's a diet or thinking that you're going to lose weight, because intuitive eating is not a diet. You're not going to lose weight on it. You may lose weight, you may gain weight. If you're on the heavier side or overweight side, then when you start doing intuitive eating, you might find yourself lose weight in a few months once you get used to it. Again, it's not a diet plan. It's good for maintenance. It's good if you're overweight, because it might, again, after those first few weeks of like just not knowing what you're doing, once you balance it out, start realizing like how you're feeling, what you're actually craving and stuff like that, you might find yourself actually losing weight. You might be eating less than you actually used to, because you're like, oh, I actually feel full after just 1 plate instead of eating 3 plates. If you're on the overweight side, then you might find yourself to lose weight. But if you're already at a healthy level, you might not lose weight right away, so don't expect to. Intuitive eating is just a lifestyle, really. It's not like a diet plan. It's just living and loving life. I don't want you to all think or have expectations that once you start, it's going to be like super easy. You're going to be rocking intuitive eating and then be a pro at it within the next like month, because it takes a while. When I first started, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. So I ate all the like not so nutrient dense foods, or I ate a lot of like servings of my parents' cooking. But then after a while, all those kinds of foods that you used to crave, that you used to like be like, give me all the pizza or give me all the Oreos and donuts, all those like glamour, not so nutrient dense food, you find that you don't want them as much anymore, or you're not craving them like you did before. I know when I was on my diet, I was like, why am I craving all the candy and all the salty and sugary things? Before I started this diet, I could say no to a Reese's, I could say no to a Snickers, but now it's like all I want. It's because when you say no to something, it makes you want it more. So with intuitive eating, when you allow yourself this freedom to eat whatever you want, and you start eating whatever you want, so you start eating all your mom's pasta or all the Halloween candy, while at first you might be like, oh my gosh, what is intuitive eating? I can't do it. This sucks. Like, I'm failing. I'm eating everything in sight. Trust me, after like a few weeks, you're gonna be like, oh, I'm not really craving this anymore. I'm actually starting to crave salads, or I'm starting to crave nutrient-dense things. I'm starting to crave normal food and not just junk food all the time. Or not junk food. Again, you shouldn't view it as that, but you're craving more nutrients in your diet. Like, don't expect to be a pro at it right away. I'm going to tell you how to do it, and then I'm going to tell you how I kind of altered it. Eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. Simple as that. When you're feeling hungry, feeling a little empty, eat something. When you're feeling full or getting satisfied, stop. You don't want to eat past the point of fullness, and you also don't want to starve yourself. Now for me, sometimes you might see in my videos that I allocate. Or I don't eat as much in the morning so that I can eat more at night. Now this may not follow the definition of intuitive eating as I just told you, but for me, it works for my body. Remember that first definition that I gave you, creating a healthy relationship where you are ultimately the expert of your own body. While it's not intuitive eating, I know that that works for me sometimes. Like if I want to eat a bigger meal at night, I'm not going to eat as much in the morning, which may mean that I don't eat till fullness in the morning. I might eat until I'm a little less hungry or like skip the meal, but I'm not starving myself because I know I'm going to make up for whatever I didn't eat in the morning by having a larger meal at night. Not viewing food as good or bad. I definitely do that. That's my like preach. I tell you not to view food as healthy or unhealthy or good or bad because that just makes an unhealthy vision of food in your mind. Like, oh, I can't have that Oreo because it's so bad. And then when you eat one, you're like, oh, well, I already ate this one bad thing, so I might as well eat all the bad things. No. You can have an Oreo, you can have a broccoli, you can have everything, you know? It's not just black or white. It's different nutrient levels, yes, but never view food as evil or good because then you just end up making this bad relationship with food in your mind where you put foods off limits, and then when you get the chance to eat them, you're like, oh, well, I might as well eat all the off-limit foods. Aim for more nutrient-dense foods, but don't be afraid to have not so nutrient-dense foods because they're all evil. And eating what you want when you want. I do that, so I eat what I want and when I want. So if I don't eat in the morning, like before my workout, but I eat a bigger lunch and a bigger dinner, that's because I want to eat it like that. I've seen some comments recently. My videos are getting pretty too diet focused and I'm like starving myself so that I can eat bigger in the nighttime and I'm restricting myself. But honestly, I'm not restricting myself because I am eating as much as I would have in the morning, but I'm just adding, as if I'm adding breakfast to lunch or breakfast to dinner. Like my meals are just bigger, so I like to do it like that. I like to allocate. I'm not doing it because I have a diet mentality. I'm doing it because I have a mentality of I don't want to overstuff myself in the daytime because I know I'm going to have a bigger dinner tonight. So why would I want to overstuff myself in the whole like morning and daytime when I'm going to have a large meal at night? So might as well just like have a lighter beginning of the day, lighter lunch, and have a bigger dinner. More tips on intuitive eating and how to listen to your body. Try to eat without distraction. So try not to eat in front of the TV. Try not to eat in front of the computer or Instagram or anything. If you do, just don't be like engulfed in it. Because I went to a restaurant once and this lady was literally eating some ribs and just staring at the TV like, and I was like, what? Like she's not even looking at what she's eating or not even like realizing if she's getting full or not. So if you do watch like TV while you eat, it's fine. But just make sure to every once in a while look at your food, appreciate your food, look at the appearance, soak in the smells, appreciate the taste. Like just use all your senses to really enjoy your food and savor your food. Don't eat too fast. Eat it slowly. Again, all the senses, how it looks, how it smells, how it tastes. Just eat it and enjoy it. You know, glance at the TV, talk to your friends, go back to your plate, eat slowly so you can start to feel the effects of food entering your stomach. So be aware of that fullness level. If you're starting to get like uncomfortably full, stop eating. Or if you find that there's things on your plate that you still wanted to eat, but you're already starting to feel full, like you don't have to clean your plate. I know we were taught that way when we were kids, like finish your plate or no dessert, or finish your plate, eat everything. You're an adult now probably. You don't have to finish your plate. So push aside things that you don't like as much and eat the ones that you did, and then when you're getting that full feeling, you can stop and then save the rest for dinner or save the rest for another meal. Again, don't expect perfection at first. It takes time to get a hold of intuitive eating. It's not like right when you start, bam, all your problems are solved. Like, you're perfect, you're on your way, you're good. No, it takes time to get used to. There's still days where I overeat. There's still days where it seems like I undereat. There are still days where it's like you still have that diet mentality. I know some of you commented that it seems like I'm back on that diet mentality where I'm eating Weight Watchers cereal and low carb wraps and all that stuff. Of course, I'm gonna save calories wherever I can. Like, I'm not saying intuitive eating, you have to just eat whatever you want. Like, if I want a wrap, I'm gonna go for the highest calorie wrap, not care about the calories. I'm gonna eat a 300 calorie wrap. I'm still aware of what's in my food, how much macros or how much calories my food has. I'm not gonna just toss it all out the window because I've started intuitive eating. But I'm not getting it because I want to diet. I'm just getting it because I don't want to overstuff myself with 300 calories when I could have the same delicious wrap for 60 calories. So that's just a note out there. I know whenever I see my friends go on a diet, I'm like, you should really not do that. It's gonna mess with your mind. It's gonna mess with your, you know, your relationship with food. Like, thank you for looking out. But I just want to let you know that I'm not on that diet mentality. Of course I'm gonna save calories wherever you can. If it tastes the exact same, why not go for the lower option? That's just my opinion. Don't make those expectations, because you may unconsciously create restrictions on the food. Because I know I've done it. Like, I've said it in videos before, like, oh, I need to cut down, or oh, I need to lean out, or oh, I need to get back on track. But then I look back at those videos and I'm like, I shouldn't have posted that, because I don't want you guys to think that I'm a hypocrite, like, oh, intuitive eating, but I gotta lose weight. I'm perfectly happy with my body. I mean, I love where I'm at. I'm loving myself. I'm not perfect. I have flaws still. Who isn't a little bit insecure about their body? But I say that out loud, and then I put it up, and then I'm like, I shouldn't have put that up. But I just want you all to know, be happy with yourself, and then eat the foods you love in moderation, and the weight or whatever else will take care of itself. Please realize that it all comes with self-love. Like, being skinny is not the dream, you know, being like skinny is not the perfect body. The perfect body is one that you are happy in, that you can maintain whatever's recommended for your body type, and if you're happy at it, and if you can live in a way that's maintainable and that you enjoy doing, then that's the perfect body type for you. I know that I do that sometimes, where some days I'm like, oh, I feel awesome, I feel perfect, and then some days I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like bleh. I need to lose more weight, I need to lose more fluff, and I'm sorry for posting those. That was totally random. That's my tips on intuitive eating, but how I do it is a bit different than the actual intuitive eating, because I know I have little tips and tricks there that I do, like, you know, watering down beverages to make it last longer, or to have more volume for less calories, or, you know, doing lower calorie options instead of higher calorie options, like lower calorie wraps or rice cakes at dinner. But all those things, they don't make me unhappy, because I'm still eating them and I'm still enjoying them. So what if my drink is half the calories as I added half water? It still tastes good to me, so I love it. Who cares if the wrap is 60 calories? It's okay, it tastes just like a 300 calorie wrap, but it's 60, so of course I'm gonna go with the 60 calorie one. I ate rice cakes, yeah, but that's because I love rice cakes and peanut butter. I also eat donuts. I also eat cake. But that one video or that one post shows me eating rice cakes. Although it's like a diet food out there, it's also a food that I enjoy. Intuitive eating is up to you, really. Eating how you want, when you want. Forgetting the diet mentality. While I know that I do it sometimes, I'm getting away from it. Like, I hope it helped somewhat. If it did, please thumbs up. Comment below your thoughts on intuitive eating. And thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting, and I hope you guys are still enjoying the content. Let me know how I can change it if it's not how it used to be, or if I've changed in any way. Just let me know. I would like to hear your opinions, because I do read all your comments. And thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!